Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Shamrock FC Bantamweight division. Introducing first on my right, fighting out of the FM Roofing blue corner, a fighter that stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 140.2 pounds, and he's fighting out of Springfield, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaxson Blankenship. And his opponent across the cage, fighting tonight out of the First Form red corner. At 5 feet 8 inches tall, this fighter weighed in at 133.6 pounds, and he's fighting out of University City, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, Reggie Morris.
Referee Tim Francis has the call for this contest. Reggie Morris in the red tape, Jaxson Blankenship in the blue. Touch of the gloves and into the action.
Southpaw versus Orthodox here.
Big shot there out of Blankenship.
That was fast. That was a beautiful shot. Didn't even really set that up. Obviously, he timed it out well. He's on the outside, but, I mean, that was as quick as they can get.
Yeah, Blankenship really has wrestled basically his entire life.
Judging by the USA Wrestling tattoo on his shoulder.
Absolutely. Heavy top pressure here out of Blankenship.
Steps right in the mount here. Has a lot of time to work. You see Reggie trying to frame on the hips, turns, gives up his back. Not a great place to be, although Jaxson did lose one of his hooks.
Yeah, he lost a hook and he's a little bit high there, but now he's trying to get that hand under the arm.
Yeah, good job by
Good job of Reggie Morris to get back to his feet.
Yeah, Reggie's worked to his feet. He's using this cage to his advantage. He's getting his back on the cage here. See if he's able to maybe dig an underhook with that right arm, possibly. Looks like he's blocking the hip, though, doing a good job.
They are literally right in front of us here.
Yeah, Jackson's trapping that arm with his head, almost kind of attacking like an arm triangle, see here?
Yep.
I don't know if he's going to be able to finish that.
From
on
a
the
standing
feet.
arm triangle.
Anything's possible. It's going to be tough, though.
He's going to kind of manhandle him back into the corner now.
Yeah, he tried to use that for a little bit of a takedown. Again, Reggie's just blocking the hips, though, staying calm. Yeah, Jackson's trying to use that, trip him, possibly take that submission to the ground. Lost the submission attempt. Reggie needs to get his arm over the head. Now, see if he's able to get that arm across the face. It's good pressure here by Jaxson as he looks to, work to the hips here. Try to get a takedown with the double leg. Yeah, Reggie needs to start trying to dig for an underhook, see if he can circle off this cage here. Beautiful ankle pick there by Jaxson. Plenty of time to work. Reggie's doing a good job just controlling the posture, not taking any damage.
Heavy top pressure here out of Jaxson, using that head position.
Yeah, he really needs to posture up, try to land some shots.
A couple of short shots from Morris here on the ground.
Yeah, I think, Jaxson just seems a little comfortable here, holding the position.
Down to 10 seconds remaining. Now we're going to see a little bit of rubber guard position. That ends the round.
Yeah, I mean, that was the start of a nice triangle there.
Yes.
Could have been bad had he had more time. So, not a lot of damage done by Jaxson, but lots of control. Lots of control. Got the takedown early. Just kept the pressure on. I imagine he's going to stick with that same game plan. So, Reggie needs to be able to circle, move, and be ready for that shot because that shot came fast out of Jaxson.
Yeah, Reggie Morris spending a lot of time in the bottom position here. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt, so very used to being off of his back, but he's got to do something with it. As you said, trying to get that triangle at the end.
Yeah, you know, he's working for the triangle. That was a beautiful attempt. Obviously ran out of time there, but he did do a great job of, you know, again, just mitigating any sort of damage.
Second round ready to get underway here.
Imagine Jackson's going to go for that takedown again. Great job by Reggie being ready for it. Catches him in that front headlock position here. See if he's able to do anything with it. Again, looks like Jaxson just controlling the wrists, not really allowing.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful job by Reggie.
Morris was definitely ready for that shot coming, trying to tie up that neck here.
Yeah, he's attacking the guillotine here. Let's see if he's able to do anything. Oh, nice little duck under there.
Beautiful wrestling there out of Jaxson Blankenship.
I mean, that's
ending
just
back
super
up in full guard.
wrestling.
It really, really is.
It's hard to prepare for that if you're not used to being around other wrestlers or having wrestled yourself a lot. Stuffing that arm again, looking to, you know, set up a triangle probably. You know, he has long legs. I'm sure that's probably one of Reggie's favorites. And Jaxson just good pressure here. Although he doesn't really seem to be wanting to progress. Now he's trying to step over. He really needs to posture up. Can't allow Reggie to hold that overhook.
But really what we're seeing here, again, it's almost a wrestling match out of Blankenship. He's doing great with the controlling of the position, but he's not doing any damage yet.
Right. He's just kind of falling into, you know, just the natural tendency of just staying on top, holding,
following
controlling.
the hips, yeah.
Right. He has to open up, and, you know, it's going to create an opening for Reggie, but, you know, it's the only way for Jaxson to, you know, advance or, you know, ground and pound or actually do anything. Another potential triangle here.
Again, but it's all about the heavy pressure. But really the story of this fight so far is we're down to 40 seconds here in the second round is the wrestling prowess out of Blankenship.
Right. You know, he's obviously a very good wrestler. Looks like he has some more development to do on top. But he is winning the fight. Reggie's trying to do something here. Some short shots off the bottom. Trying to frame away, do a little shoulder crunch there. Possibly use that.
Oh, looking for a potential armbar right there.
Yeah, a little straight armbar there.
Down to 10 seconds remaining.
See if he can stuff that and go for another triangle.
All right, Adam. So with that coming into this, do you definitely see this as 2 rounds to nothing?
Shamrock FC 370.
More than likely. You know, I don't think Reggie was able to do enough off his back. You know, he didn't have a lot of submission attempts. He had some, but not a lot. Nothing that was really definitive or made Jaxson have to actually defend or do anything drastic to not be submitted. So more than likely, yeah, I mean, just off of sheer control and wrestling, Jackson's probably up 2 rounds to 1. So Reggie really needs to go for broke this third round.
So what advice are you going to give Reggie Morris?
You know, we know what he's going to do when he comes out. He's probably going to go for the takedown quick, so you just have to maintain that distance and try to keep it on the feet that the best you can, or catch him on the way in, hit him with the guillotine or something. You have to go for broke this third round, ultimately.
Third and final round underway here for Shamrock FC 370. Jeremy Johnson along with Adam Meredith. Morris looking like he's trying to stop that shot again.
Yeah, I mean, you know it's coming. You absolutely know it's coming.
Morris gets back to his feet. Big kick.
Reggie's Reggie's coach yelling, keep moving, stay outside.
Oh, big duck under. Huge takedown there out of Blankenship.
Tries to step over in the mount, not able to do it.
Morris trying to get his back on the wall now.
Yeah, he's trying to sit up, use the cage to his advantage.
But Blankenship here with his hands locked behind.
Yeah.
Gonna take him for a ride again.
Just constant, relentless pressure. His corner's telling him to whizzer hard and hip into him. Maybe try to do a little bit of a hip toss.
Beautiful takedown there out of Blankenship again. Halfway through the third and final round here. This is not where Reggie Morris wants to be.
Yeah, he just wants to create space, get to his feet, try to throw some punches. Jaxson just wants to keep it tight. I mean, that's just such a fast shot. Jaxson just changes levels and
it's beautiful.
Completely blasts through Reggie.
Down to 1 minute remaining here in the third and final round. Now we're going to see Jaxson Blankenship controlling those ankles, not letting Morris stand up. Nice chops there out of Morris, trying to mount some offense. Oh, looking for the Kimura.
Time for the Kimura. It's a nice attempt.
Definitely giving all he can here in the last 30 seconds of the round. Oh, big spinning back fist out of Morris. Answered right back. Down to 10 seconds. Again, huge blast there out of Jaxson Blankenship. And that is the end of the fight, ladies and gentlemen, here. Again, Jeremy Johnson, along with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Adam Meredith, live from Ameristar Casino in St. Charles, Missouri, for our final show of the year here. What a display of wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, the whole fight was just complete wrestling dominance out of Jaxson. You know, Reggie did everything he could to get to his feet and create some space and possibly, you know, throw up a submission, but just at the end of the day, the control by Jaxson was just too much.
It will go to the judges' scorecards. Let's take a final look here at our instant replay.
I think that might have cut him.
Yeah, it very well could have.
He's got a big cut in the side of his head, and I don't know what caused it, but it might have been that spinning heel kick.
Morris threw everything he could at the end, but really it was just the story of that blast there. Blankenship able to get the fight to the ground. Let's send this one up to the cage to make it official. Adam, it looks like they're still tallying the scorecards here.
I don't know what
I find that interesting.
It is interesting. I mean, I suppose you could maybe give Reggie that last round, possibly. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Jaxson had more takedowns, more control, but Reggie was very active, had some good moments.
Well, don't forget also, we have our great main event this evening, which will feature Jacob Hiley taking on Eric Beck. Eric Beck, one of the most decorated wrestlers in the Midwest, stepping into the MMA cage. Jacob Hiley, 2-0 in the sport of MMA, looks to make it to the big leagues with this, so we're going to see how that plays out tonight. But right now, let's get our results.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of our 3 scheduled rounds, we go to the judges at cage side for tonight's official decision. Your judges have scored this contest 28-29, 29-27, and 28-29 in favor of your winner by split decision, Jaxson Blankenship.
Split decision.
So basically when we say a split decision, that means 2 judges saw it one way, 1 judge saw it the other. What confuses me is the 28-27 score.
It must have been a 10-8 round in there.
It would have had to have been.
I don't know where it was.
Interesting, interesting, but that's the fight game, ladies and gentlemen. They say never leave it to the judges. Let's send it out, and we'll be right back right after this.